So, let's see. Are we back live? Come on, YouTube. You got that, YouTube. Hello, YouTube. Hi. We are back. And let's do the final showcase of today. Green Man Gaming. God damn it. Green Game Showcase. You want to buy some keys that may or may not be legal, chap? I don't know. That's still born in my head for some reason. God damn it. Either way, let's do it. Look like we got about 50 minutes. Let's see what we miss. Because it happened doing future gaming shows, so.
Hi everyone, my name's Will Freeman.
And I'm Kira Freeman.
Like always, let me know how the audio is, chat.
Fest's first ever Green Game Showcase, brought to you by
Wait, is it full one?
I've just always loved games my whole life, and obviously I love.
Maybe they did a crossover before. Also, don't worry about Josh. Josh is very happy playing chat.
Something else I really love about games and really believe in is they've got this potential to make a really positive difference to the world we share, and essentially that's what today is all about.
Exactly, and that's why we're so excited to take you through some games today that aren't only delivering great gaming experiences, but also making a positive difference to the planet. So with that in mind, we've got some great game trailers to go through today. So from new releases to established hits, we're going to go through how we can make a real difference through games, and all we have to do is play.
Right, and the Green Game Showcase I mentioned before is brought to you by Planet Play. So let's just stop briefly to talk about
what I'm thinking about that. Maybe they will tie
Play
to like the wholesome event in previous years.
Planet Play is a not-for-profit gaming platform that helps games generate funds to help address the climate emergency. 100% of the proceeds raised currently go to certified green projects. What that means is going to projects on the ground, making a real practical difference to protecting our planet's future and to improving people's lives for the better.
And we're hoping to raise $150,000 just from today's stream, so no pressure.
Not a question, did they do
so if
that?
you want to help even more,
I imagine with
there will
they probably
be
did,
some
right?
exclusive in-game green items, so why not treat yourself to some of those? You can also share the games with your friends and spread the message of the green gaming movement.
And as you'll see, loads of the games we're going to share with you today are PC games. You can get many of those PC games and loads of more great green games over at planetplay.com. You can also, if you want, go there and just make a direct donation to help our fundraising target for today. And in fact, a few of the game companies whose games we're about to look at have already made donations there. So honestly, just thank you so much. It's given us an amazing head start, and it's going to let us make a practical difference.
And while we're saying thank you so much to Summer Games Fest for spotlighting green gaming as part of such a brilliant event.
Yeah, because there was a picture on Summer Game Fest.
To dive into our first category, which is games that are green by design.
So games that are
Take
green
a shot
by
every
design
time they say green,
means
chat.
that the game itself.
Actually, don't do that. You guys are probably going to be dead. I take that back. Don't do that.
Is about green issues. So the first game is Imagine Earth by Serious Brothers. It's a PC city builder that's out now, and it's also a climate crisis simulator. Really interesting. So let's take a look.
Your job as a space
Is it like
manager is to establish
what was that
thriving
Ike game
and
with the
profitable
zombies,
colonies on
huh?
a global scale.
Greetings.
Hi. Welcome to the Andromeda Galaxy. Build cities and their supply networks. Satisfy their hunger for resources.
However, right now I urgently require a shipment of titanium.
That is
Take care of pollution
That
and
a voice
emissions caused by your
got very
expanding
loud.
cities.
In the research panel, you can research upgrades for your buildings.
With increased climate
Yeah, we
change,
are
natural
officially
disasters are
in
becoming more
the normal
frequent and
streams of the
severe.
day. Audio being all over the place. Be
Let
warned,
us use
chat.
the second chance to change our way of life and to transform the production of energy and goods in a
That's not gonna
sustainable
happen.
way.
We're gonna ruin that planet
Achieving
like we
a
did every
balance
other
between
planet. I'm
growth
calling
and
that.
sustainability is the final challenge for every civilization. Imagine Earth Limited, building sustainable civilizations.
Wow, what a great start. I want to get home and play that straight away. I guess I grew up with settlement builders, god games like SimCity, Populous, Settlers. And to think about taking a game like that and adding, as you build your settlement,
I think you will like me and him like the same age.
Crisis and sustainability.
That's really bringing out Populous.
Pairing of kind of the green
That game was really good back in the day.
An amazing bit of game design.
Yeah, I love that. That you've got to
that was
think
probably
about
my
all your
fourth dog
different
game I ever
resources
played. I
and
played it on
level
Super
everything up at the
Nintendo
same
when it
time,
first came
Catan,
out.
which I love.
And so for the next game, we're going to look at Elwyn Quest of Time by Earthwise Games. It's a web-based card game about thriving with nature.
That is some AI art if I ever have seen any. Holy shit. Oh god, this is all just AI stuff, isn't it? Delete the video. That is fucking AI. I have seen enough AI video to know AI video, chat. Also, what is it? Wait again. Also, we copyrighted again. Oh god, yeah. This whole game is nothing but AI art, isn't it? You know, it was about to happen at one of these showcase, chat. I was not expecting AI stuff to be at a nature
I like the look
event,
of that,
though.
actually, with I do love a deck builder. Well, we've played quite a lot of Dominion, haven't we, at home? So and also when it's all automated, you don't have to shuffle the cards yourself.
Yeah, and you don't have to argue about the rules. And yeah, just so interesting. It reminded me of Dominion, Ascension, I guess Hearthstone, Balatro.
So next we've got Longleaf Valley by Trees Please Games. It's an award-winning mobile tree planting merge puzzler.
Chad, are we gonna have to do the whole thing of like get the AI game in this? Is that gonna be a whole thing? Also, this is super mobile. Holy hell.
That's obviously the kind of game with a really wide appeal, and that's important. Like, I definitely love a kind of niche, pretentious genre myself.
Also
but
known as
I also
mobile.
love these games just with this hugely
Mobile
wide appeal,
quickle.
because that gets the green message to more people and the fundraising coming from more people.
Think of all the real trees getting planted in real life. I find that really exciting.
Yeah, and speaking of exciting, next we're going to look at Out and About by Yaldi.
Hey, and here
cozy
again.
foraging game, and it's going into early
You know, we
access
could
soon, so
we
keep
could
an
just
eye on
fucking
it, get
just
wishlisting.
what this and got it. You know, honestly, kind of nice that it is showing up in multiple places. I mean, they at least, you know, at least the game might, you know, have a nice little fandom around it. I do kind of like, honestly, I like the video from the Wholesome event about the with the voiceover, because the voiceover did like such a good job of pointing what the game is. Like, I kind of feel like the last two times we have seen this is like, you know, not doing good enough solving to it. Because I think the whole thing of like not having the information of it being like Will Plant that they were doing when they first showed it with the voiceover, I think that like go against what actually seemed interesting about that game. You know, just having just straight gameplay is like look like a dime a dozen, you know. But it's kind of odd that of course, like, you know, that Wholesome was the one that get that trailer, not the other two.
Oh, I love that one. I think I could lose many hours, if not weeks, into that game. It's brilliant.
Yeah, I absolutely loved it. It just gave me a kind of real sense of that wonderful feeling of spending time in the countryside.
So next we're going to look at Hawthorne from Near Studios, which is coming soon to Steam, so get that on your wish list. And there's a Kickstarter out for that now, so let's take a look.
Hey, another Kickstarter game, Coon.
They call it Windermere. This place, nestled in its ancient
So
and
many
unsung
Kickstarter
valley.
today.
They live here.
It feels a little
Together.
odd. It kind of
The
feel
animal
like
folk.
we went from having like a whole
Mice
bunch of
from
games doing
Nordic.
Kickstarter to nobody doing Kickstarter like
Otters from
publicly.
Otterheim,
You know,
and
I wonder
owls
if
from
devs
High
are just going back to Kickstarter because of the bullshit over the last like year or two. Also, this is the whack game we saw
They've returned.
for like 2 seconds before the video cut out at Game Fest.
resettled this valley.
But yeah, I'm wondering if like,
Well aware
you know,
of its shadowed history.
the way devs are working right now after the apocalypse of firing everybody in a bottle. Like that
These
one we having
old
such a flood
homesteaders
back to
explore,
Kickstarter.
Carve a place for themselves.
Or did the
here.
stereotype of hit a Kickstarter finally wore
Weather the
off and the
four
new kid don't
seasons.
know about any of that from like 17 and
lay
shit.
claim to the land's bounty. Here, they live and they laugh.
To a fucking hunter show. Is that a fucking owl with a crossbow?
They forge their own stories. And make memories.
I'm waiting for shit to go down. Something bad gonna happen,
I
chat.
envy them.
And that why you're gonna kill them,
Perhaps
isn't it?
one day, we'll earn each other's trust.
Like as they are eating them, chat.
Oh, I absolutely love that. I mean, I think I.
Okay, I don't think that's the same game we saw for like 2 seconds before.
Humans, like such a, yeah, you could kind of feel the lore and the storytelling and coming off it. Yeah, that game is a place I want to be.
Yeah, exactly. It makes it look like you are living with all of those animals. It's like it kind of makes you more invested in nature as well, doesn't it?
Next, then we're going to look at Sky Farm
Don't
Island.
bother
by
answering the
Mesh
question. Moving on.
Minds. It's actually a Roblox game, and it's set in the Garden
Oh,
City
God.
of Singapore. Really interesting concept. Let's see what it's
So
about.
is it actually a Roblox? Like, oh, I think it is. Okay. So this is not one of the Roblox games that like get moved out of Roblox into like Unity or some shit. One day, chat. One day we're gonna go to Roblox and actually fuck around with the game editor. One day. You know what I need to find? I imagine it exists. Like, I need to probably look and see if there are any like Roblox like game jams happening. You know, do what we did with the Luna game, where like, you know, we took the game jam as a motivator to like fully, I should say fully, but you know, actually invest more than a couple hours into the engine to learn it.
I can so imagine the kids getting into that, because taking those real life like educational lessons and putting them into that format, I mean, you're onto a winner really, aren't you?
Yeah, really powerful stuff. And I guess, yeah, the youth of today are the custodians of our planet's future. So engaging them now through something as popular as Roblox.
Yeah, you can
what
tell they're not
powerful idea, I
American.
love it.
Holy
And
shit.
next we've got
Try
World
time to
Reborn
take a
by
break from
Wicked
Dunes and do
Saints,
some
and it's the
Horizon for me.
world's
Would like to get maybe
first
one level on my
adventure
ninja or
activism
more.
game.
Get it.
Hey, I'm Jess with Wicked Saint Studios. Our game, World Reborn, is the first game
Get
of
it,
its
Mason.
kind
Yeah,
where
because I'm not going to be
fantasy
hopping on to
narrative
Doom for
gameplay
probably,
meets
well, at least another
real-life
40
change
minutes.
makers.
And
Beautiful
even then,
art
you know, I'll be
and
going
immersive
to like
storytelling
roughly
will
1
reveal
a.m.
where
So.
your unique strengths lie, and give you small ways to change your reality. We touch any cause you care about, and we're excited to feature real-world quests to save our
But
planet.
yeah, I'm gonna
at our
remember,
grand
I'm gonna
launch
remember this whole
coming
line
soon.
about
Right now, it's
custodians.
out
It's
for
like,
limited
God, you're not
time, so you have
American,
2
man.
weeks to download the game and play.
Because, you know, over here, our kids is all, you know, all tap pay or guilds in the machine, not custodians. Honestly, I wonder what country is it coming out of. You know? It obviously somewhere in the UK. Also, this is a mobile game, or this is a game pretending to be a mobile game?
Amazing stuff again, and
Okay,
that was
I think it
the
is a
last
mobile
of our
game.
games that we've framed as green by design. Now we're going to look at a few games that include green activations. So a green activation, I guess, is something green in any game that's been designed as a piece of entertainment. So lots of the games we're going to see, they're not necessarily green games by theme, but working with Planet Play, they've
all
added
game
green elements,
entertainment?
green fundraising elements. The first of those games is Amazing the Great Ocean by Actrio, a PC and VR undersea adventure game. Let's have a look at the trailer.
Everything about this just feel off, you know? Oh. I don't know if this is like a loss in like I don't know. Like I don't want to say this is in the hippie camp, because these games are not that Aussie or think considered right now, but I don't know. Maybe I'm not used to European like marketing or some shit. I don't know, outside of Doctor Who from the 90s. I think we officially found all one like E3 showcase that is just like the Uncanny Valley Hill.
I felt really immersed in that straight away. I felt like we were under the sea and wanted to free the turtles. So next we've got Avakin Life by Lockwood Publishing.
Also, this is so awkward.
This
He
is
holds.
a wildly popular mobile life sim, and it's coming soon to Steam. So another one to put on your wish list.
You know, honestly thinking about it, like, I feel like the one thing that's like showcasing here is I'm kind of honestly surprised. Like maybe they just show the distance in the markets, but I'm kind of honestly surprised we don't have like a legit like mobile highlight. You know, like an actual event that like meant for like legit like mobile game, not like the not the money cash-ins or like
So speaking of growing, soon Avakin Life is coming
like Bell
to
Minimum
Steam.
Airport.
You will experience all of this, the
Also,
style,
this
the
just feel like
adventures, the
Second Life to
community,
me.
bigger and better than ever.
It really do
I'll
got
see you
Second
there.
Life vibe to it, but yeah, like
Well,
legit
as a
like
step
mobile
up
stuff.
to the streets fan, it was quite exciting to see.
Chat, do we
Brianna
need
Evergan.
next year?
That
Do we
just
need to make
shows
the
power
let
of
the
celebrity, right, to
or
draw you
have the
into a
meme
game.
become
So I was
reality,
intrigued
and we
to
just
check
thought a
that out.
mobile
Yeah, and it's just amazing
event?
that celebrities can bring just more attention, more engagement with these really important green fundraising efforts with the.
Because I feel
What
like
Planet
anytime
Play
we ever
Green
see
Game
like
Showcase
mobile
is all
at any
about.
showcase, it
Next,
always
we're
like
gonna look at Fishing Clash.
you know
by
just
10
like
Square
Clash
Games.
Royale, like
It's
just like
mobile
$1 billion
sports fishing
here's some
sim,
celebrity
famous for kind of
shit.
being really popular with real anglers, and
You know,
made
like
by a
the
team who's been
Bell,
a really
like the lower
long-standing partner and
nomination
supporter
of like
Planet Play.
player
to
base.
Fishing Clash. It's the best mobile fishing simulator. From
Damn.
realistic worldwide locations to hundreds of different fish to catch. It's the next best thing to the actual real outdoors
that
activity.
number was not white. That
and
that
it's in
thing
your
wasn't even
pocket
measuring
all
the
the
fish.
time. So whenever you need to get away, it's there. You can also join a clan and compete in duels, and there are weekly events, so you will never run out of things to do. But
Other
it's
than
not
fishing.
just fun, we're also big on environmental awareness. So we try to help spread the word on problems and solutions, because we love fishing, and we want to preserve it for the generations yet to come. Try Fishing Clash for free. Download it now.
What I liked about that was you could see the genuine love for the subject matter, and I guess that's really important because it will pull people in with that love, and that makes them connect with that green messaging all the more. So yeah, like really, really important, valid stuff.
Yeah, so
a
next
lot of
we've got
assumption right
Klondike
there.
Adventure by Visor, and it's a mobile farm simulator set during the gold rush era, which sounds really interesting. Let's have a look.
Yeah, I think this whole blockage with mobile stuff, isn't it? But yeah, I wonder honestly, like once again, getting into like the more like, you know, the more game like I would say like closer to like the games that like Yoho Board said like do, not specifically like anime gacha, but like that quality, since this is still like very much like built very much like Facebook gaming hyped up. But like the games that are like a little more than this, I wonder if the whole thing of just like them games all just kind of living in a corner making their own money, and like they don't have to bother doing anything with like the gaming field,
Tremendous amount of detail
because they're always making
squeezed
so much
into
money, and
every
if they're gonna
screen
do
of that.
something,
That
they're
was
just gonna
really,
have it at
really
like some
compelling to me.
celebrity
Like,
ad field
I
thing.
guess the idea of a farm sim in a rural world is really lovely, but in terms of being engrossing, I loved how much detail was on display there. It
I
really
don't know.
Felt again like a
Yeah,
nice
like
place
that
to be.
disconnect there was like
and
interesting
also,
to me
also
that I need to look
alerting
probably
me
more
to stuff
into.
like, endangered species and stuff, which I think is really important.
Yeah, great. And as simple as that, play the game, buy the right item, help the planet while you're having fun. Speaking of fun, next we're going to look at Puzzle Adventure by Pixel Federation. It's a supernatural mobile mystery game with detective and escape room elements. So loads going on. Let's see what that actually means.
Also, there's a lot of escape rooms there. But then again, I got escape room makes sense for like especially some indies. I do gotta admit, like, they look different than most of the other escape room we have seen. A lot of other gate wound been very much like porcelain, like stuck in a building like that from like the 20s or some shit. This look more like a puzzle game met with Dungeon Keeper a little bit. It look more like that than I would say a gate wound. I think a gate wound might be a stretch. Yeah, I bet. Yeah, they're doing a section of like mobile stuff right now for the showcase.
Well, that one kind of combines two of my.
To be honest, that's probably the
rabbit
best
holes
looking
that I
one so
continually
far.
fall
Since the
down
rest of them look like normal, like
and true crime.
you know,
Well, not true crime,
like
but crime.
You know, like the
solving
normal
mysteries and
cash and stuff of
all in a
energy
kind
and
of
power shit.
top-down point and click adventure. I like the look of that.
Yeah, and I love that. I'm a big fan of the isometric perspective. That kind of little diorama world is so welcoming, and yeah, I just love.
I'm
the
so
idea of
happy
being a
Konami are back, chat.
game. Yeah, another one I could rush home and play. Right
I
now.
met the
So
Konami
next we've got
dreams.
Massive
I'm happy.
Warfare
I'm
by
happy the
Tiny
next generation
Bites.
picking
This
up
is
the
a
torch.
mobile online battle sim focused on tanks.
Oh, not battle royale.
So let's have a look.
Oh god, how long are they gonna try to sponsor us, champ? Well, we don't have energy. At least not in the combat anyway. Okay.
Cool, I really love
At
that. It
least
felt
it
to me a little bit
doesn't
like
look like
kind
a
of
Facebook
modern
game
take
from
or a massively updated
like in
take on,
2008.
Atari's Battlezone from 1980, 44 years ago, the year I was born.
Stop
but
telling
yeah,
everyone
to show,
our age,
like,
bud.
bringing to life that classic game concept, and it looked kind of really vibrant and action packed. That generated like a nostalgia in me and this excitement about such a sort of contemporary looking game.
Oh, and you can get a Planet Play themed battle pass for that one. So that's a.
Of course you can. Of course you can.
And a really deep interaction with the game, which is really
I
cool.
don't think they know about that.
Actually, Battle Cars.
I don't think they know about the
intense
actual like
PvP
battle tank remake
vehicular
thing
combat
that
to
happening.
mobile, which is a concept I like the sound of.
It's a train wet. It's a train wet wag. We can't look away from that now. Is that a cozy counter? We need a nostalgia count. I feel like the cozy are moving. We literally only got 10 cozies. Cause like don't get me wrong, we got most of the cozies from also, you know, I was wanting Twisted Metal, here we go. You know, we got most of our cozy obviously from the Wholesome event. But I feel like the Wholesome event is trying to migrate to the wording of wholesome and not cozy anymore. But yeah, next year, like next year we gotta make a bingo card. But like now that the power vacuum is starting to consolidate, so let's be honest, it will probably not be back next year. Let's be real. But now that it's starting to consolidate down,
Oh, that looked really fun.
we
Like a kind of
need
Mad
to
Max,
make a bingo
Demolition
card for next
Derby,
year.
Rocket League mashup.
I also just got a little bit of a vibe of the underrated, I'd love a sequel, but Calling All Cars, the early PlayStation Network game, I think 2007. But yeah, like you say, Rocket League, Mad Max, Destruction Derby, a bit of Mario Kart.
I don't know how I
many
feel
great
about
things in
this
one
dude.
game.
I feel like the dude is just here to all make us all
And
feel
next we've
old.
got Standoff
You know?
2 by Axel Bolt Studios.
I feel like
which
that's what
a
he is here
free-to-play
for.
First-person action shooter.
Also, I think having what was it like the second game being an AI game, I think that set the tone for this whole event, chat. Also, that mobile or they just 300 million players. Oh, this is 100% mobile. If you have 300 million players, with a game that looked like knockoff Counter-Strike.
Okay, let's see how long it takes for me to get a party invite. Where's my pocket healer?
Oh, let's see. I'm curious how long that's gonna take with the population. Yeah, this is indeed a foreign mobile game, isn't it? Hopefully it don't take long to get a party
Of course,
going.
some intense and really competitive stuff there. I think that what that makes me think is any type of game can help contribute to the green effort, to green fundraising.
And the activation element is that chameleon pack.
Why we call him activation?
Right, so next we're going to look at Swee from Letty Arts. This one distinct, so distinct.
I love how they're using like private marketing business terms
really
to
quite
talk
know how
about
to describe it.
charity
It
and
doesn't
a
seem to fit in
describe
the
game.
genre, but a distinct, hyper-casual, mobile ball weaving game.
My God.
Informed by the kind of patterns you find across culture, across Africa. So yeah, really interesting idea. I'm definitely not describing it well enough, so let's take a look at what it is.
You know, I guess on the upside here, no matter how like actually kind of bad that conference is, at least it's still better than that one conference. God, what company was that? The one that they literally went and they like spent millions of dollars to sponsor like the biggest streamers on Twitch to watch, and they were like 3 hours of just Deb talking and never actually showing the game beyond like 10 seconds. Oh God, I wish I could remember what company that was. Like, I think, what they gotta do with soccer? I think we might have a new competitor for that branch of like terrible E3 conferences.
Yeah, it's really good to see the trailer. I actually downloaded it and played it. It was really, really fun.
Although good to
really
see
different,
another
so
trailer
different
that
to
the
anything
trailer
I've played
doesn't
before,
look anything like the
taking those
gameplay.
kind of cultural artifacts, those patterns, and making something that you really
Now we
have
didn't
to
need
kind of
the whole like
interact with
horny
and
big
get
boob
familiar with. I love
ladies
that power
game
of games to use kind
that
of
then you play and you
interaction
realize it's just
to
like a
connect
cookie
you with
quick or
different
something,
things.
and
So
not
yeah,
actually
just
that's
another
what the original
example of how
trailer
powerful
was.
games can be.
So next we've got Zoocraft Animal Park Tycoon, and that's by Lab Cave Games, and it's a mobile zoo builder simulator.
You know, I know I talked about a mobile stream or event. That's kind of what this has become, but this is not what I meant. Also, we gotta have a candy tree, chat. We gotta have a candy tree. Fine, chat. Remember, this is done. We have a Gundam, and then we have Doom. Everything will be
I've got to
fine.
admit, I've always kind of secretly
The
fancied
mobile
idea
game
of
can't hurt you,
it
chat.
seems
Any
like,
mech
you
builder,
know,
I
like
think,
the
would make a good
conservation
mobile
efforts there.
game, though.
But as I've spent the last 19 years being a writer in the games industry,
Stop
I'm
making
not
up
really
feel old.
qualified. But fortunately, thanks to Zoocraft, Animal Park Tycoon, I can give that a go. Yeah, one I definitely want to throw some time into.
From today, you can buy their tree bundle, and 50% of the proceeds from that go to Planet Play's wildlife protection projects.
Next, we're going to look at Orna by Northern Forge. Now, this is a mobile turn-based MMO RPG. It's got classic pixel art, as you'll see, and interestingly, GPS gameplay. So let's see what that's all about.
What? Oh god, it's a Pokemon style game, isn't it? It's like if they said GPS, I should have figured it's gonna be like a Pokemon Go, Monster Hunter Now type of situation. I feel like the gameplay is a lie, chat. There's no way you do 99999 damage right out the gate. Also, chat, why is it mobile game can't actually show gameplay or like legit gameplay? Oh, turtle. Okay, maybe we will get gameplay. Like they were doing the GPS. I want to see the GPS. There it is. Thank you. Okay, no mind. I take back what I said. Good job. Good job. You wanted the good ones, I see.
God, nice stuff. Getting me nostalgic again with that real kind
So
of
yeah, just
classic
Pokemon
RPG
Go with
look. And,
turn-based RPG.
you know, I guess pocketable monsters don't completely have to dominate the kind of location-based gaming space. Really interesting seeing kind of something else bringing fresh ideas to that genre.
You might have heard of this next one. It's Heyday.
I don't think
and
he
it's
ever
from
played
Supercell,
Ignis.
so one
Have
of the
they?
biggest mobile gaming companies there is. And it's a mobile farming game, so let's have a look.
Farm King.
Now, let's check out the new events and decorations.
Oh wait,
coming
this
your
is
way.
not American.
Heyday is
Never
joining
mind.
this year's Green Game Jam. To support this year's cause, we've prepared special Let It Be events in the first few days of the month, all focused on raising awareness and protecting bee habitats. Here's how you can help. During the Global Help event, we buy
See,
trees
Chat, my
and
stream could be
bushes
way
on
worse, though.
other players' farms. Every help
Remember
action
that
brings
moment,
the
what you
community
could
closer
have.
to the global goal. And once we reach
thank
it,
goodness
Heyday
we
will
not.
donate to bee-saving efforts around the world. You can also take part in the Cozy Task event. where
God
you can
damn it,
find
I
the
said fucking
roundabout
cozy,
and the
of
spring
course.
fence and track your progress
Of
in the Let It
course.
Be
Of
decoration
all,
collection.
of all,
The farm pass will bring decorations like
of
the
all,
groovy
like,
stage and groovy
dreams.
coop, along
This
with
is
an
the cozy
animal hat,
one.
perks, and handy items.
Also, did that cow just kiss us? I'm feeling very uncomfortable, child. I know where cow put the mounts. I'm a farm boy, like, no.
As one of the most played mobile games there is, we probably don't need to share too much on what Heyday is. You saw it there, kind of brilliantly demonstrated. It's really amazing that we've got absolute giants like Supercell supporting the fun today. It just shows the power of a game becoming a global phenomenon, like many of Supercell's games have become.
I get it
And
makes sense that
popularity
mobile would
opens up
want to
an
do charity
opportunity
because they got
to
a,
help, again, with this
especially
critical effort
non-American
to
company.
face off climate change.
Gotta
It
get
just
them
goes to show
taxed
that
down in all the other
by playing the
countries.
games that you love, you can still help the planet, and that's what we're all about.
Next, we're going to go over to Flick Solitaire by Flick Games, an amazing, really popular suite of mobile games that's actually coming to Steam this summer, so another one to wishlist. And remember, a wish listing kind of, as well as helping the game, it really helps the cause, so worth doing.
I want to know how it helped in the call chat. Because I know how it help indie devs. Like having Whitley give you a higher chance of pitching your game to publishers and getting publishers to sign off on you. Especially if a game that's not made for party by said publishers. Also, we're just doing Solitaire now, chat. And I was not expecting Solitaire to be here or anywhere ever at any of the events. But, well, there was some, like, kooky thing, like Baratro or something, but that just seemed like normal Solitaire. I guess we gotta bring back Window at P Solitaire at some point, I guess. But yeah, like, I'm curious how Whitlist need help. Also, like, I love also how, like, they are, like, Whitlitty games and, like, what? I think we have only seen, like, 3 games that
that's
also
one
is
for my
on
dad,
Steam.
that one. He's been playing the same Solitaire game on the PC since the 90s. So it's amazing to see it looking so fresh and vibrant with all of those beautiful designs that they've
Also,
got on there,
chat, I
all
don't think
by
they know what
independent
Baratro
artists.
is.
Yeah,
chat.
I love that, like taking such a
Okay,
familiar
Troy
game
got a
of like one of the most
party
played
invite
games of all
equals
time,
Oh, yeah, that's not
Solitaire,
bad.
and using it as like a gallery,
about
a
what,
showcase
10
for different
minutes?
artists. And actually, you can unlock.
Cause you do a ninja, right? So you like level, what was it,
showcasing
like
different
50 something,
beautiful art
30
from
something?
different artists on the green theme in there. So
That's
yeah,
not a
they're doing
bad
some really
tournament.
interesting stuff.
Okay.
And now we're on to our third and final category, which is games that have directly contributed to the Planet Play.
Wait, didn't they say all
Yeah,
the
what's
games
really
there?
interesting about that is
What's so
obviously
special
not
about the
every
idea
game
that
can
the-
be green
it is
by
just like
theme,
the
the
big
first games we looked
donuts.
at. And some games, their makeup or the way they're distributed means they can't even really appropriately host a green activation. But any game company can make a donation to help this effort. So yeah, it just shows any game can be green. And the first of those, I guess, game companies that has made a donation to this is Amazon Games through their game King of Meat, which is a co-op party platformer. It sets up 4 players against each other in these devious
There's all
puzzle-filled
Twitch
dungeons.
money
So
going,
yeah, let's take
champ.
a look at the trailer.
It all going to this game. Wow, actually something that actually looks kind of like a normal game we will see at one of the indie showcase.
Who will be the next legend of King of Meat? Who?
I don't know about the naming scheme though. I'm not seeing one King of Meat is the thing when you not human-like?
Contenders pit their skills against the most deadly dungeons, devious death traps, and puzzling puzzles.
So it pretty much like Fall Guys,
We've
huh?
got our joyfully unhinged friends at Construct locked inside a secret chamber, making devious dungeons
My God.
for you to explore.
Really, I wonder, chat. Like, do you think we will ever see anything like? Oh, that interesting. Okay, never mind. That'll leak something. I was gonna say, like, do you think we will ever see like an Amazon game be like legit successful or do anything interesting? Why is it meat?
Yeah, I mean, sure, like such a like vibrant, like again, detail-filled party game. Nice to see that amount of polish in a party game. Like Fall Guys, a little kind of reminding me of with so much else going on. But yeah, and not out yet. It's one you can wishlist on Steam. But yeah, keep an eye on that one. Great to be able to share a fresh trailer of a game yet to be released.
So next we've got Sociable Soccer 2025, which is from Tower Studios. And guess what? It's a very sociable football game.
Don't worry, chat. They're coming to your Debo. Also, it only nothing but 99.9% gambling as well. But you know, EA can't have all that gambling money. I am not one to say
Amazing.
the whole games look like a PS2 or PS1 game out of
comes from
insult, but
John Hare, famous for being part of Sensible Software back in the day as an Amiga fanboy, it goes deep for me.
It's wicked to see that kind of that style of gaming still alive in 2025.
Yeah, and we're actually
also
stay
what
with
they are trying to
John
say
Hare
trouble
himself,
well, chat, alive and well in 2025.
Because it's definitely not a game.
Meet John Hare, co-founder of Sensible Software. John created some of the most iconic titles of the 80s and 90s while composing unforgettable soundtracks. But now, John is taking on a new challenge. He's formed Sensible Band, a band that's ready to produce electrifying rock anthems and bring to life some iconic video game melodies. Get ready for their debut album, Positivity.
To see the music.
It was fun while I laughed at chat.
Brought back to us now in the current day is really nice. Right, so next up we've got Sunshine Days Town Builder by NetSpeak. And it's a laid-back, cosy farming town builder.
Doing it again, champ.
Sounds lovely. So let's take a look.
Oh, we're back to mobile, champ. I honestly feel in file from this. A dream. Dude, like, do our own, like, legit mobile, stream next year. I'm not a mobile person, and I feel like that scene need more effect than this. You know? Oh, Mason talking about Final Fantasy 11. Mason playing Final Fantasy 11 and Dune right now. But the whole party stuff, he talking about Final Fantasy 11. Chat, do you want a tractor?
Blimey, yeah, strikingly vibrant game there. Something I love about that, I guess big up NetSpeak, a relatively small team making a donation. It shows you don't have to be a giant to support this kind of cause. But actually, despite being a relatively small team,
give us all the money.
People involved in the game come from 25 different countries, and I love the idea of any game having that much variety of background and kind of cultural influence coming in. I said the word vibrant, and perhaps that's the secret. So yeah, really
and donations.
To see that. And another donor, so it's time to give a shout out to Shark Mob for donating to the fundraiser today. And we're going to take a look at the trailer for Exoborn, a PC and console kind of futuristic open world extraction shooter, kind of extraction as a mechanic.
Instead of like, with it being like so heavily pushed, like really obviously we knew it was a charity thing. We knew that. But the way they are pushing like the charity thing of being like, wait, are we actually seeing a game? Wait, hang on. We might not have a mobile game.
Finish the fight.
We quoting Halo 3, so they might get questionable. Oh, is it game?
everything's gonna change.
What the fuck? How the mighty have fallen, chat. Of all fucking place for this game to show up. Is it sad that this dream I feel like is holding a reputation? is it too mean to say that? Like, has it really dropped that far, or was it like the game had a few extra like marketing dollars they couldn't figure out how to get rid
big
of?
up Shark Mob for their donation, but big up Shark Mob for producing something so polished that looks amazing. Like I mentioned it before,
So
like
what that one mobile
Extraction's
game you
really
talked
booming.
about,
It
bud?
delivers so much, like the extraction mechanic of like having to get out.
But
of the extraction
yeah, I
points,
feel like
kind
if
of
you
bringing
honestly gonna
everyone
do like a
together for really
charity thing
intense
to the
battles.
extent they are
Now,
pushing
from a
that,
game you've no doubt seen
I feel like there are
before,
better
to
way to
perhaps
do
one you
this,
won't have
but maybe
heard
they
of.
didn't want to do it
Next,
because
we're
of
gonna
the
look
whole
at
what the
Bahamut and
completion
the
it
Whack
did,
Whack
maybe,
Tree, a
and
2D
maybe that's why they're
adventure
doing it a
game
little
rooted in
different.
Arabian mythology. So yeah, fascinating already. Let's check the trailer.
Oh, okay, here we go. We might actually be getting back to semi-okay stuff. Yeah, we're doing dreams now, champ. We're doing Night into Dream. Also, it kind of looked like, there was a, back when the 360 came out, actually I shouldn't say came out, they were like 2009, 2010. There was like a 360 game that looked very much like this as well, where you play like a little fish lady thing that were doing like Night into Dream stuff. Like they kind of, I wish I could remember the name of that game, but like that kind of reminded me of this. But yeah, it was like, I think it was like right before they started doing Seminole Arcade, if I remember right, like right on the cusp of that, like that time period.
Dive in, very nice. Just to say that one is coming soon to Steam, so another one to wishlist, and yeah, just keep an eye on it because it looks like a great game. Made by Starvania, so yeah, thank you Starvania for the donation.
Night company
really
name.
helping. Thanks so much.
I approve of that company name.
Is Azuma Escape from Ash Games,
Wait,
and this sounds very intriguing.
Zuma as
It's
in
a
the
comedic
generation?
stealth game where you have to try and escape people's hospitality. So let's have a look.
Chat, this is your Decay 7, isn't it? 8? 7? The last Decay, yeah, 7. This is like 7, isn't it? And an RPG Maker game, okay. You know, just like that game, or just like every time you get a compliment, the main character just start like dying. Also, what happened if they catch us? I got a bad feeling about this if you get caught, chat. We're doing Hitman levels now. Oh my god, we really are doing Hitman levels now.
I love that.
Okay.
Like, there's been some great comedy games over the decades, really. Like,
I'm okay at this point. I'm okay seeing
Return
RPG
not
Maker
so long
games.
ago, like Jazz Punk. There's been so many great comedy games, but I always want more comedy games. And to see kind of
Dude, why are we
inverting the pretty
quoting
serious
Jazz
tone
Punk?
of stealth into something I guess we're already all familiar with.
That was 12 years ago, bud.
Being a social thing you don't feel like being is. I absolutely love that. What a wicked idea. The next developer to shout out is Tilting Point. Once again donating to this fundraiser, helping us hit that target. So yeah, we're going to take
the
a
other
look
thing
at the
about
game
the chat,
Avatar
it's so,
Realms
I think the other thing
Collide,
that
an
making it feel like a
immersive
bad
4X
charity
strategy game
thing
available already on mobile.
is like, we're doing Avatar stuff. Oh, this is the mobile Avatar stuff. I did see an ad for this. But I think the thing that's feeling odd about this as a charity stream is how they keep going on about like donations. And it's like always like the company being like, this company donated. They're like, yes, it's a charity event, we know. But at the same time at the beginning how they were like, you know, like, you guys can donate by going here. And they literally did one call to action. I think that's the other thing that felt odd about
I'm really looking forward to actually having a go at that one.
I feel like
Having
every
watched
couple
quite
game
a lot of
trailer should be like talking like, and don't forget to come here.
Series with with our son. It looks.
I didn't need to watch the Cozy Stream. The Cozy Stream did it pretty okay.
Different tribes
with them charity events, all like call to action.
That with 4X is such a great idea. And of course, the team have also made a donation to today's Planet Play fundraiser. So yeah, really great stuff to see.
So next we've got Richard of Raven. So this is a story-based.
No, don't forget to donate. You're not forgetting to donate.
So let's have a look at that.
They are more like, remember, the Deb donated. Any of they did start the stream, be like, you can donate. God, my inner like marketing here was like Spidey sense at tingling so fucking hard. You know?
I love that idea.
I don't think that helping the off-puttiness of this that well.
Twist using arcane magic to kind of help with your farming. So really interesting stuff and such a beautifully illustrated game. You felt you could really feel the kind of human hand in the way that looked.
Yeah, I just wanted to disappear into that world. It looked really inviting.
Yeah, and that brings us to the last game of today's Summer Games Fest Green Games Showcase. I think it's a world you'll have heard of. It's probably a world you'll have spent some time in. Yeah, shout out to the Walking Dead team because they've also donated to today's fundraiser, getting us near that $150,000 target. That's going to make such a difference. So yeah, we're going to look at the Walking Dead. It's actually a 5-part game series, and of course it's set in the same universe as Robert Kirkman's award-winning comic book series.
But
let's take a look.
Rated M for
mature. Hang on. We might have something. It might not be mobile. Also,
I've driven a bunch of fellas down to this prison.
Wait, are they doing a Wii release?
I didn't do it.
Every time?
Every time. People up and go mad when they believe their life is over.
In the road.
This other time.
I think they're doing a Wii release of this. Wait, how many times they got Wii release that? Like, didn't they like not that long ago did like the big bundle that came with everything? Wasn't that a thing? I'm very torn on this. Like, don't get me wrong, Walking Dead, great. Also, I should have fed something the second they said comic, not series, so that is plus. But second of all,
everyone's starting to hate me because I'm the one that rationed.
Why are we re-releasing this?
There's not enough for everyone.
Like I said, they did that big bundle literally like a couple years ago.
Y'all keep going on like this.
Or did like native like PS5 Series X maybe? Because I think that collection was PS4 wide.
Gonna have to cut you out.
Try the trap again. Anything, please.
Cause don't get me wrong, like, you know, Walking Dead is still great. Cause I would say honestly, outside of what, maybe Tales of the Borderlands, like I think that like obviously still the high mark for Telltale.
I mean, such a well-received, compelling game series already. You know, I think the whole reason that version of the apocalypse is so compelling.
Okay, I'm looking this up. That trailer did jack shit.
How would I feel? I reckon
it didn't have a console
and that
list.
chance to dive into that world and experience.
Or they just doing it to talk
really
about it.
Stuff in a kind of and I just love the visually distinct style of that one too. And it's our last thank you, but thank you to Skybound Games for donating to today's fundraising effort. Another amazing thing that's been happening in this really exciting green gaming space at the moment has been the Solarpunk Game Jam. The jam's being hosted by Trevor Noah's Day Zero Productions and the team over at Anima Interactive, and they're just doing some amazing stuff, making really interesting green games. So let's have a look at what's been going on at the jam.
Okay, that might be the most interesting part of this whole thing, isn't it? Don't pull my stream down. My stream is fine. You can go do it to them stream if you want. Let's be honest, the Game Jam bit here is probably the best. Other than feeling very sorry for that attraction shooter game.
And there you go, we have it.
God
the
damn
last
it.
of many brilliant games making a difference to the future of our planet, and a positive difference, importantly.
Yeah, and I'm just really, really excited to go away, get to play some amazing games, and impact our planet in a great way.
If you're into games,
I thought we did probably
heard
end
of
it.
Ian.
Okay.
Back in the 70s, he was the co-founder of Games Workshop. He was the co-creator of those
By the way,
amazing
I
fighting
no
fantasy
no
books.
announcement for
He was the
Walking Dead at
driving
all.
force behind bringing games like Tomb Raider to the world, and also the driving force behind bringing Dungeons and Dragons to Europe.
Literally
Like,
no
I've
new
worked in
releases
games
or
for a
anything.
long
Why the
time.
fuck
I've
is
been
Walking
lucky to
Dead
know Ian a
here?
little, and he's just always been there, evangelizing for games.
Did someone did somebody do like a joke donation and be like, I will for
I wanted
Todd
to start
Tail?
by asking you fundamentally
He'll
what
like
is it about games
$1,000.
that lend them that power to educate.
Play my
and
trailer.
make them such a great
Like, wait,
vehicle
what?
for educating.
Well, I firmly believe games are a contextual hub for learning. I really discovered that way back in the 70s playing Dungeons and Dragons, and
What
seeing
is
how
it,
creative
Dream?
that was as a game and how it brought people together. People were improvising, and it's like theatre on the fly. So it's a very creative process. And then I used to write Fighting Fantasy game books. They were the very first branching narrative books with a game system attached to them, where children make choices at the end of each
I
paragraph.
fucking loved them both when I was a kid.
Magic, turn left, turn right simplistically, or solving
I
puzzles
fucking loved
and
them
rolling
books.
dice to fight the monsters. When it comes to
I
video
think that to this
games,
day though,
you
either I
can't get
still
through a
like
game
choose
without
your own
problem
adventure
solving.
stuff.
It's impossible. So it's an interactive problem-solving activity. You can fail in a safe environment. You're encouraged to try again. If you fail at first, you're not judged a failure like you are in an examination, which is a one moment in time there where one person's
God,
judged
it's
against
so
another. We all learn at
European,
different
chat.
speeds, and in a game you can learn at your own pace and encouraged to try again until ultimately everyone can become a winner. And games like Minecraft are effectively
I'll
a
pause all the way to
creative
the end of
tool,
that chat.
3D
5-minute
digital Lego,
chat.
effectively building these wonderful 3D architectural
5
worlds.
minutes.
A child can learn contextually by applying the heat of a furnace to silica sand. They'll create glass, and they'll take that glass and put it in their environments, and they won't forget it because it's learning by doing, albeit it's a digital.
You know,
learning,
it's
still
bad when I'm looking at
learning.
the back when I'm trying to find something
And
unique
Roller
to
Coaster
look at.
Tycoon, effectively a management simulation. A child is
Who is
learning.
that guy again?
The
Why are
physics
we
of building
randomly talking
rides,
about like
the
random
staffing
games?
levels required to run those rides, and the pricing levels to make it a successful theme park. And if they get it wrong, they tweak the parameters, and ultimately they become a winner. So every part of a game has some educational content, but the beauty of it is that people are having a great time.
Yeah.
And so why can't learning be fun? And that seems to kind of go against the traditional thought process inside the Department of Education, where they think gaming is trivial and learning has to be a turgid, horrible academic affair that bores kids to death. And I think just embrace games, because
Not wrong,
games
but
are
still.
powerful in not just play, but
What
in
they gotta do with
cultural,
treats?
social, and economic impact on the world.
Yeah, what motivated you? I guess this is bringing us onto the green issue, but what motivated you to get involved in what Planet Play are doing?
Well, it's again, it's obviously, of course, I believe in having a great planet where we can all enjoy and not kind of die as a result of our activities.
Wow, the poor boomer will ever
and
say
games,
that.
again, reach audiences that traditional media can't. And
Once
using
again,
games as
showing
well, you can
non-Americans.
gather data through activities and responses from people playing those games. And people who play games do seem to care a lot about everything. And I think it's just a great initiative that's been set to be able to use the power of play and the gaming audiences. And let's not forget there are 3 billion games in the world, and accessing parts of the world where, as I said, traditional media just cannot reach.
I guess sometimes people approaching games, maybe players or people watching this might thinking, oh, do I want to watch a game with educational value? Does making a game with these kind of educational impacts mean an inherent sacrifice of its entertainment value, if its kind of quality is in that regard?
Hopefully not, because the game's all about having fun.
Yeah.
And there's no reason why learning can't be fun, as I said earlier. Therefore, I don't think any games maker should set out specifically to make a product that is purely educational at the expense of the entertainment context, because people just turn off and say, I'm not here to learn, I'm here to play. But in play, you are learning. When we enter this world as children, we learn through play. It's a natural process of learning.
To dig in a little deeper, kind of, you said game makers perhaps shouldn't think of making an educational game. Have you got any more advice to developers? I guess I'm thinking particularly you're making that entertainment product that's guided by your creative vision, but how you can install it with kind
and go play
educational
Quibbernauts.
Well, I'll backtrack a little. I don't mean to say
I say them are probably the two
but when they do,
the
we should
like
not
education
sacrifice
games.
the entertainment value and the mechanics of enjoyment in any way, because that's what people play a game for.
If a developer's got some kind of narrative-driven game, how they can think about the educational legacy that game.
Well, you can make people aware of events and issues through a game in context. If it's in context, then it's fine. If it's just thrown in, look at this because it's important, then you're talking to me and you're trying to direct me in a certain way. I want to have my own opinions.
Right.
But happily, if the game brings those problems that exist to my attention through the game, right, that's fine.
Well, Ian, thank you so much for taking time to talk to us today. Obviously, thank you so much for your work as ambassador of Planet Play. Thanks again, Ian.
Game on.
Cheers.
Thank you.
And with that, happily and sadly, we are done. What an amazing spread of really interesting, different, distinct games that are all really making a difference to the planet we live on. And that's what this is about. It's about that fundraising, trying to hit that $150,000. But it's about more than that. It's about protecting the future of this planet we all share, and doing that through playing games. So what can you do? Just a reminder, if any of today's games caught your eye, download them, play them. If they're not out yet, wish list them. If you go into any of those games and you find that there's green items you can buy in the games, do that. That will really help with the cause. Just tell your friends, spread the word, spread the message. The more people involved, the more we can do. And do get over to planetplay.com to find a load of other games that help the planet.
God, we finally commented about the link. Oh God, what? They're not ace. What? I think we just witnessed the warped charity dream known to man. I think that's what we just experienced. I'm happy my brain juice can slowly start going back in my head now. And I think the thing that is so frustrating about that was just like, what the fuck with the Walking Dead thing? Because there's nothing happening other than someone probably memed and be like, just show the trailer from 20 years ago. I feel like from a charity stream point of view, it was just a bad charity stream. If you were expecting to make 150 grand from viewers, where like you didn't show the link once, you didn't edit the website, you didn't say anything about tap reductible, like there's so much hell they didn't do. And then on top of that, of like just literally just being like shovelware, like shovelware mobile games, why just saying like, being like, that person paid more than that person. And then you marketing to them like activation, like I feel like everything combined deserved more with that chat. Like, this is the type of shit that light a fire under my ass where like, chat, do I need to do it? Do I need to say fuck it and do it? And like next year, we set up like a Tiltify and we do like a legit charity stream and actually like use my connection to see about getting our own trailers and actually show it some effect. Like, fuck. I really do want to do that now. Holy shit, chat. Like, my God. Because what the fuck was that? Also, YouTube is breaking again. There we go. Do they... Okay, curiosity. Do they any have... Dude, it was officially a part of Summer Game Fest. They don't even have the charity link in the description. Now the question, chat. Do you think they actually weighed $150,000, or do you think they made that by people just buying ad bait for mobile games? And they got that amount because mobile games, like, a lot of them have more money than God. You know? Man, also, I feel fucking sorry for that attraction shooter. Holy shit. Because, like, I feel like not even, like, a year or two ago, that was, like, a Xbox, like, Summer Game Fest, you know, like, big showpiece, and now it heel of all places. Well, are you going to show up at the PC game or the Xbox event? It's like, holy shit, what happened to that game? Is that game in a plot sense of, like, crashing and burning, and they're just trying to embed the day afloat? Anyway, I think that would do it for E3. I do see there was another event that just started that looked like it better, but I think we might save that for tomorrow, chat. I think it was like 40 showcase, wasn't it? Hang on. What was it on theme? I think it was 40. Well, I think it was like, that was today. Yeah, 40, the 40 stream tank. So yeah, it started 39 minutes ago. So probably what we're going to do is we will probably watch it tomorrow after the Xbox game showcase. Because the Xbox showcase is at what, noon? And then we got PC gaming at, well, yeah, PC gaming at 3. And I believe the Microsoft showcase is supposed to be what, Microsoft and Outer Worlds. We will see if that one's into PC gamer or not. But so that mean, wait, does that mean that might be a good chance that the Xbox event might only be an hour, hour and a half? Might be a tiny stream tomorrow for that. But we'll probably watch that one like after PC gaming if my mind haven't fully melted on me. So I think that'll be the plan. Cause that would be what, everything other than Black Voices on Monday. So anyway, champ. Anyway, I think that would do it for E3. So if you're watching over on YouTube, on the Let's Play Archive channel, be sure to do thumbs up, subscribe, hit all the bells over there. If you're here on Twitch, be sure to follow, subscribe, all that stuff. Please help me get my brain cell back. And we are not ending the stream. When it comes to YouTube, the YouTube stream will come down. It'll be back up in a moment because we're going to switch over to Dune. So I need to switch over titles and all that. Cause fucking YouTube make me jump to 1 billion depth of stream. And then we will get into it here. And then we will do that till we pass out. So, either way, give me a moment, chat. I'm going to switch all that over. And we will get into this. Also, Josh is still here and still very excited for all the mobile games. So, I will be right back, chat. Don't go anywhere. I'll see you all in a moment.